from Langford Stadium in Live Oak, Florida. Sports Channel Florida presents the Class 3A Florida High School Football Championship. Tonight, the Hardee County Wildcats take on the Bulldogs of Suwannee High School. They're rocking and rolling in Live Oak. This is the biggest thing that has happened here. They have never before hosted a state championship game, and are they happy about it? Hello, everybody. This is Jim Gallagher with Jim Yarborough, and we'll be bringing you the action this evening. What a Norman Rockwell-type scene as we look out at the panorama, Jim.
It's almost like a Hollywood movie where they cast it and had the people show up and hear about small-town America, hear about their high school team. It's a tremendous setting tonight. It's the orange and the green. Isn't the Irish green and the English orange? You know a little bit about that, but there's a lot of orange and green in the stadium this evening, and it's very, very exciting.
It is, and of course there are some super players on both sides, but the one that you're going to have to watch is a young man named Fryer, who has set just about every receiving record in this state.
Matt Fryer, number 12, wide receiver for Suwannee High School, has got national recognition. His receptions, he's averaging about over 70 receptions a season. The last couple of years, 90-some receptions this year. He's got national recognition. There'll be a lot of head coaches possibly in this stadium tonight trying to get that recruiting edge with Fryer.
Well, Live Oak Suwannee has to be favored, but Hardee County got here the tough way. They're road warriors, you know, because they won on the road at Key West, and you know something about the background of their head coach, Bob Martin.
Yeah, believe it or not, Bob Martin was my head coach in high school at DeSoto County High School, and he's a terrific person. I've got great respect for him as a man, and he's a fantastic coach. He's averaged about 7 or 8 wins a year at Hardee County High School over the last decade. Yeah, his kids got a geography lesson. They were in Key West last week with a big victory over the Conks, and tonight they're here against the Bulldogs.
All right, this will be interesting to see because Coach Pittman is trying to defend the state championship. He's a young coach, so an interesting matchup there. We'll be back with the kickoff right after these messages. Suwannee will kick off, and Barry Robertson will do the honors for the Bulldogs. They're in the green, lined up and ready for the kickoff as they get set to start this state 3A high school football championship game at Live Oak. Chris McWhorter will be the deep receiver for Wauchula's Wildcats.
You know, Wauchula won the toss, but deferred the option to the second half, and Suwannee decided to kick off, so they might kick off twice in this game. Hardee might receive the ball initially here as we begin the game and at the beginning of the second half as well.
All right, here's Coach Pittman, a young man in his 4th year back at this school. He played here back in the 60s. There's the kickoff. It is high and deep. He's taken by McWhorter. He bobbles it, and he is taken down at about the 17-yard line, and taking him down was Jamie Gaylord of Suwannee, and getting some help there too from DePass. Here's what Hardee looks like. Lindsey McWhorter, Myrick Thomas Sharp, and Thomas. Up front, Brian, Barwick, Johns, Carlton, and Clark. They're small, but they're quick. Here they come out of the huddle, and they get ready to go. As Richard Lindsey, the junior quarterback, brings his team to the line, he goes with the I formation. The give-off is going to go to McWhorter, and McWhorter hits it for a slight gain on the play before he's brought down by McMillan. Here's what the Dogs look like. Robertson, Crouch, Crockton, McMillan, and Shares. Mobley, Gaylord, Smith, Osteen, Johnson, and Baker.
No help for Hardee. They're coming right out to line up again.
Waiting for the snap is the quarterback, Lindsey. And the give-off goes to his outside back, trailing around the outside. That is Thomas, who is driven out of bounds along the near sidelines. That is Lee Thomas. Sometimes he plays tight end, and sometimes he plays in the backfield. And Eddie Johnson took him out for Suwannee.
A little bit of razzle-dazzle there, Jim, as Hardee did not go into the huddle after the first play, and then they come out with a little reverse to the wingback right there to Lee Thomas.
So that picks up a first down. The ball will be spotted down at the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. We are just into the first quarter of action at Live Oak. Slot eye, the slot would be to the right side. The pitch is going to go to McWhorter. He turns it upfield. He's across the midfield stripe and into Suwannee territory to the 49-yard line before Travis Baker, the corner man, and Barry Robertson take him down. Here's what McWhorter has been able to do this season. 1,347 yards.
Coach Bob Martin likes to feature the tailback deep in the I formation, pitching the football, and let him use his athletic talent. Of course, you got to get some movement up front, and Hardee County did a great job right there creating a seam for McWhorter.
Have a fine field general in Richard Lindsay's 17 touchdown passes. Lindsay's give goes to the up back, and he is still on his feet. And out in the clear. It looks like he might go all the way. Myrick, and he goes almost to the end zone. A great carry before Travis Baker brings him down.
Let's see where they mark the football. Just inside the 5-yard line. Let's watch Myrick. He gets popped initially right at the line of scrimmage. Terrence Myrick, number 32, just a quick dive to the fullback. They think they have him, but he ducks underneath the tackle. Now he's in the secondary. Look at this move as he cuts back right here. Just a brilliant effort by Myrick.
Well, Coach, you can see as he shifts the ball from the right to the left hand. And here is Lindsay at the line. The pitch is going to go to McWhorter. Whoa, he is stopped before he gets to the line of scrimmage on 1st and goal. Really hit by Chad Mobley, the middle linebacker.
Picture perfect. Tackle by Chad Mobley, number 55, an inside linebacker. Just a beautiful job right there.
Well, we're looking at some great talent. He's a 6'tall, 190-pound junior. So it's 2nd down and goal with the ball spotted down just inside the 5-yard line as Wachula is knocking on Live Oak's door. Now they drop back to the shotgun. Lindsay dropping back in the shotgun formation. A motion man, that would be Thomas. Lindsay's looking, throws for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good defensive play by Gaylord and also by Mobley for Live Oak. That's Lee Thomas, who plays as tailback and as tight end.
How often do you see the shotgun run from that position on the field?
Well, Coach Martin told me yesterday that they run a lot of different offenses, but the plays are basically the same.
But still, I've never seen a shotgun inside the 5-yard line. That's a trimmed breaker.
3rd down and goal. Ball still spotted down the 5-yard line as Wachula Hardee knocks on Live Oak Suwannee's door. And it is going to be a call against Wachula.
I think there was confusion. They decided to call the timeout.
Yeah, I thought for a moment that they might have run out of time, but they went for the timeout down there. 3rd down, and they're really knocking on the door. Well, here's how Hardee County got here. In the quarterfinals, they beat Orlando Jones 21-0, and then they went on the road down to Key West, and they defeated the Conks down there 33-14. So it shows that the crowd doesn't bother them very much.
Well, and I want to point out, too, that Orlando Jones, the week before, had beat Winter Park High School, which is one of the top 5A programs in the state of Florida. Then Hardee County, which is a Class 3A ball club, comes right back and beats Jones. So you know that these kids have a lot of talent. They're well coached, and Suwannee's the defending state champions.
Now here's how Suwannee got here. Look at what they did to Walton, 61-0, and then they beat Alachua Santa Fe 35-20. And actually, Santa Fe was ahead, but Suwannee came back and beat them. So they're tough.
Yeah, so they were behind the 8 ball against Santa Fe as well, and right now they're being pressured by Hardee, who is great field position inside the 25-yard line.
Well, what it goes to show you is that we have 2 very deserving teams here. Lindsay at the line on 3rd and goal from the 5. Rowley looking to throw in the end zone, and he does, and it is incomplete. Thomas was the receiver on the play, and Travis Baker made the coverage, but he was out on the far side. So that brings up fourth down. Let's take a look at it again.
Lindsey's going to roll out to the your right, to his left, and he's going to try and find his tight end, Lee Thomas. And Thomas makes a diving effort, but just can't quite get his hands on the ball as we're blocked by the scoreboard from that camera angle.
So we're going to see a field goal effort right now. The holder will be Kevin Fitro, and the snapper will be Jake Carlton.
Hardee County has not kicked one field goal all year.
Waiting for the snap. His foot is into it, and it is good. And so the visitors have drawn first blood as Wauchula Hardee goes out front 3-0 by virtue of the field goal by Paul Samuels.
Well, just an outstanding offensive effort the first time they had the ball. Again, Hardee County won the toss, deferred to make the option the second half, and Suwannee decided to kick off. Hardee receives the football and marches right down the football field.
For all the excitement of Miami Hurricane basketball, tune in to Sports Channel Florida tomorrow, December 10th at 7:30 p.m. as the Canes host the #1 ranked Blue Devils of Duke University. Live from the Miami Arena. See it right here on Sports Channel Florida. Standard equipment for the Florida sports fan. Well, we are now looking at Matt Fryer, and he is the all-purpose guy for Suwannee as we get ready for the kickoff in just a moment.
Now, Matt Fryer, number 12, a young man we talked about, one of the most outstanding wide receivers, not only in Florida, not only in the Southeast, but probably in the nation.
It'll be Charles Cheatham to kick off, and he does. It's a swiver, picked up at the 30-yard line, straight ahead and over the 40 to the 42-yard line goes Stephen Osteen. Here's the offensive starters for the Bulldogs: Palmer, Nelson, Terry Williams, Fryer, Williams, and Jay Harvard, the tight end. Robinson, Robertson, McMillan, Mobley, and Crouch across the front. So the ball is going to be spotted down on, let us call it, the 43-yard line. As Palmer takes his club to the line and drops back to throw. He's going to go long. He's looking for Fryer, and he's got him inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's why you see that the young man has set so many pass-catching records. Matt Fryer, the senior, who's the all-everything guy for this team, with a beautiful catch. And let's take a look at it.
Thomas Smith, the quarterback, right here as Fryer runs a fly route, and John Palmer does a nice job of just dropping the football in there, and Fryer with those great hands comes up with a big, big reception.
They go with a split backfield behind Palmer, and the give-off is going to go to Nelson, and Nelson on the counter gets a couple maybe to the 20-yard line before Lee Thomas brings him down. Carlton, Barwick, Bryan, and Clark up front. Myrick, Cheatham, Thomas, and Koch. Frazier, Thomas, and Smith in the secondary for Hardee.
Suwannee Bulldogs, Jim Gallagher, have a big size advantage against Hardee County. There's a lot of beef on that line for the Suwannee Bulldogs, and there we see Matt Fryer.
All right, so that brings up second down, and call it 8 yards to go, just outside the 20-yard line for Suwannee. As Palmer looks, throws, and it is caught at the 2-yard line by Jay Harvard, the tight end. What a catch! He juggled out like it was hot potato and came down with it at the 2.
Oh, just a brilliant effort. He never lost his concentration. He knew after he tipped the football he had a shot at it. Now Hardee breaks down in coverage right here. There's nobody on him. Harvard's wide open. He could have danced in the end zone, but look at that one-handed grab after he tipped the ball initially.
Palmer, the quarterback, to give off. He's going to go to the fullback and rips it for the touchdown. Williams goes in the end zone and scores. And so now Suwannee is in front by a score of 6-3, and they go to the extra point.
Terry Williams, the fullback, on the score right there. And both of these teams showing a lot of offensive talent early in this state championship ball game. Class 3A.
And so it will be Robertson to attempt the extra point. Waiting for the snap. Foot is into it, and it is good. And it is a 7-3 ball game as Suwannee goes out front of Hardee. Live Oak leading Wauchula here in North Florida.
Yes, Northwest Central Florida against Southwest Central Florida. Live Oak up here in Northwest Central Florida. Of course, Wauchula down in Southwest Florida. But just an excellent ball game by these teams. A lot of offensive fireworks.
Well, there's a lot of talent on the field, and because of that, there are quite a few college scouts and coaches in attendance. There's the score. Suwannee leading Hardee by a score of 7-3, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the first period.
As you mentioned, Suwannee last week in the semifinals against Santa Fe, Alachua County. In Gainesville, Suwannee fell behind, but 14-0. Then they made a big comeback to win that ball game. So they've come back again.
Here we look at McWhorter. Here's the return man for Wauchula. That was a 5-play drive which covered 57 yards. And it will be Robertson kicking off. A lot of these young fellows go both ways, and we'll talk about that as the ball game progresses. Robertson moves to it. It is high, and it's going to be deep, and McWhorter's going to take it right at the 5. He's across the 10, the 15, cuts it upfield, and he might bust it, but he just got tripped up at the last second and goes down at the 30-yard line as Jesse Chairs was there to make the hit.
Chairs just did trip him up. McWhorter, again, is an exciting young athlete, very, very quick. Looks like a young Dalton Hilliard out there, the way he's jitterbug style.
I'll tell you what, he was off to the races. Had he not been tripped up, so it was a good play, a heads-up play by Chairs. So we are going off of the 30, between the 29 and the 30-yard line. We'll go off the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 as the young man, Richard Lindsay, hands off to McWhorter. McWhorter coming to the near side and cuts upfield and across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Marcus Jones, the big tackle, makes the hit for Suwannee. And here is Bob Martin, and you know quite a bit about him.
I didn't know I was that old. He's been coaching for 27 years. He was my high school coach in 63 and 64 back in Arcadia, DeSoto County. And again, I mentioned what great respect I have for him as a man and as a coach. He's got a tremendous winning percentage, well over 70% during those 27 years of high school coaching.
All right, here is Lindsay at the line with the I formation. They go with the slot, put a man in motion to the top of the screen. The pitch is going to go to McWhorter. McWhorter turns it off the left side. He's across the midfield stripe. He's across the 40, the 30, and inside the 25-yard line before he's dragged down by Travis Baker. Let's take a look at it. Great blocking, Jim.
Well, if McWhorter had a little bit more speed, he would have been in the end zone. But look at the blocking up front. Now, watch this little bit jitterbug move. Again, just a lot of ability right there.
And Baker's got some foot speed because he runs him down from behind and saves the day for Suwannee.
Travis Baker made up some yardage in a hurry right there, chasing McWhorter down from behind.
1st and 10 off of the 25-yard line. 6:18 to play. And as we take a look at Mike Pittman in the first quarter, play center on Suwannee High School teams back here in 66, 67, 68, 69. This is his 4th year here as a head coach. Went to Valdosta State. I kind of find that interesting that both of these guys are coaching at small town high schools, and both of them went to small colleges. Your former mentor, Bob Martin, went to Evansville College, which is a small school. Valdosta State produces Mike Pittman, so obviously they're happy with this type of atmosphere.
Well, and they're both pretty smart, too. They've been hot and they've been cold, and hot is better. And making their living in Florida
That's right.
Beats Evansville, I think. You know, we see the high school room there. Coach Martin came out and visited with his entire team on the field, and that's allowed in high school football. Suwannee's defensive coach was on the field at the same time. I really like that rule, where the head coach can go out and visit with his whole team during a timeout.
That's a good rule, you know, and especially helps the youngsters settle down. Jim, one thing we might address, too, is the fact that, you know, for a lot of these young people, they are playing the most important game of their life because they will not play organized football again.
Well, very few players from smaller high schools get a chance to play major college football. Maybe one or two of these guys, certainly Pryor, will get a chance. But typically that's the case. Maybe 2 teams playing, 22 starters on the team. Maybe only one kid will really get a serious look at college, and then he might not really get a chance to play once he gets off to school. So
it's going to be something they remember for the rest of their lives. Let us put it like that. So we are with having a little bit of an equipment problem, I think, on Mobley, and that is the reason for the delay in the field. 6:18 left to play in the first quarter as we kind of recap for you. It's 1st and 10 now for Wauchula Hardee with the ball spotted down at the 25-yard line after a burst by McWhorter off the left side with some good blocking. Got them down there as we look at Bob Martin and his staff. And so that got them there. Let's take a look at this. Well, got a nice FSU fans support the Dogs, and there's a lot of Florida State and Florida fans here in Live Oak. It's kind of between Gainesville and Tallahassee. McWhorter.
Look at that average, huh?
Not bad. 5 attempts, 54 yards. All right. Lindsey rolling, looking to throw. He's going to hang on to the football, turns upfield, and comes out of bounds here along the near sideline. And so Lindsey comes out of bounds, and Osteen takes him out, the corner man.
And we have a flag after the whistle. There was some play after the whistle. Looks like it might be unsportsmanlike conduct. No, it's a clipping against Hardee.
So that's going to hurt Hardee as we get the signal from referee Rocky Bates.
Richard Lindsey doing a nice job there, sprinting out, deciding to tuck the ball underneath and run with it when his receivers weren't open, but there was a clip, and Suwannee's going to get a break here right now because Hardee County was pressing them again.
We may get the referee's mic now, so we'll stand by.
You know, as we're looking at the field, what a beautiful job they've done here at Suwannee High School with this facility. It looks like a fairway at Augusta out there, you know, a small high school. And these kids are so lucky to have that kind of facility to play on.
We have a clip on the offense, 15 yards.
So you got the word from Rocky Bates.
Just like he did it every week, right?
That's right. So the ball is going to be spotted down at the 31-yard line. Hardee County Class A championship game, they lost to Bradford County 39-0 back in 65.
Yeah, Bradford County's very near here.
1st and 17 off the shotgun. Lindsey, a quick pitch, turns upfield, still on his feet, and dragged out of bounds on the far side of the field for Hardee County is Mike Thomas, the slot back, and Travis Baker brings him down.
Again, a beautifully executed offensive effort by the Hardee County Wildcats right here. Look at this screen develop. The Bulldogs are invited in. Now Lindsey's just going to drop the football over the top to Mike Thomas, and now he's going to get some help from Darren Bryan, number 78.
I'll tell you, Travis has been busy tonight. It's 1st and 10 for Hardee County. McWhorter comes to the near side and turns upfield. He's inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 8 before Barry Robertson brings him down along with Eric Smith for Suwannee. Time ticking away here as the home team, Live Oak, leads by a score of 7-3. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play first period. It'll be second down and call it 6 yards to go, just inside the 10-yard line. Lindsey with the I formation, and dotting the I would be McWhorter. The pitch is going to go to McWhorter, and he's still on his feet. Hit, but kept on his feet until Travis Baker finally brought him down. This young man has been playing with pain, a broken hand and a sprained ankle. But as we say, you know, for these young people, it really means a lot. So here's this young fella, Gant Crouch, 6'3", 239, a senior.
You better believe it, a senior. It's his last opportunity, possibly, so he's not about to miss this championship ball game.
3rd and call it 4 for Wauchula. Lindsey rolls, looking for somebody open, throws, and he's got his man in the end zone. Touchdown. Catching the football was Terrence Myrick, who has just scored number 32 for Wauchula. So now they begin to put the pressure on as they go up by a score of 9-7. attempt the extra point try will be next.
Richard Lindsay showed a lot of poise there again on the sprint out. He waited and waited and waited, and finally Myrick with his speed broke open in the corner. He delivered the football, and Terrence Myrick came up with a touchdown catch.
Samuels with a kick. It is no good. So the score remains Wauchula Hardee 9 and Live Oak Suwannee 7 in the first quarter in the state 3A championship game. Let us take a look now at the touchdown.
Watch Richard Lindsay. He's waiting. Now he's going to deliver the football, and Myrick really does a fine job of diving for the ball, and even though he's under tremendous defensive pressure, he hangs on to it. Again, we look from the end zone. Diving catch under pressure. Just a beautiful job by the quarterback and the receiver.
So now Cheatham will be kicking off as we look at a very strong contingent in that orange and blue that has come up to this part of the state for this game. We look at Pryor in the deep receiving position, and Cheatham will be the kickoff man for Wauchula.
Wauchula folks got frequent flyer mileage this past couple of weeks. Going to Key West, now coming up here to Live Oak.
Jim, in this state you get frequent driver mileage.
That's right, it is a long state.
Yes, I've...
Yeah, you live in Palm Beach, so it took you a while to get here.
It certainly did. It took me 2 days to get up here. There's the kick. It's going to bobble along and be picked up, and going straight ahead is Williams, and Williams goes right up to the midfield stripe before he is brought down. And making the hit is Andy Thomas, number 58.
Well, Wauchula trying to keep the ball away from Pryor, deciding to squib the ball, kick it on the ground, but Live Oak, Suwannee High School, comes right back, picks the ball up, and has tremendous field position by moving it out to the 50-yard line. So I don't know if they'll continue to do that.
High formation. Palmer with the pitch, and the pitch is going to go to Nelson. Nelson trying to turn it on the far side, but he is hit and brought down before he got to the line of scrimmage, or right at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play by Hardee's number 30, Arthur Frazier. Let's take a look at the defense.
Well, Hardee County is not big, but they can fly, and they get to that football. Coach Martin says he has a lot of kids that like to put their hat on the football. And look, you've got 6 or 7 Wildcats swarming to the football right there.
2nd and 12, as Palmer looks to throw and does, and it is incomplete. Quick look and intended for Pryor, but goes as incomplete. Little thrown out just a little ahead of him, but pretty nice coverage there by Wauchula. Here is what Palmer has been doing coming into tonight. 24 touchdown passes, only 6 interceptions the entire season. He's thrown for 2,397 yards.
He's an 11th grader. He did not start last year for the Suwannee Bulldogs. This is only his first year of action, but he's had a brilliant season at quarterback. John Palmer, and he gets the ball to Pryor.
That'd be a career for a lot of guys. 3rd and 12 as Palmer looks to throw and does, and it is blocked. Knocked down. Good play by Wauchula. Good play by Wauchula's Cleveland Coat. Getting in there to get a big hand up.
And I think there's a flag on the play. Roughing the passer. He tipped the ball away, but one of his teammates, I think, hit Palmer after Palmer had given the ball up and drew the flag.
See if we can get the word in just a moment from Rocky Bates.
That's a big turnaround. They stopped Suwannee, on 3rd down, right?
Right.
And now they turn around and get 15 yards marched off against them. Had Suwannee backed up a little bit right there.
We have a personal foul on the defense. First down.
1st and 10 with 3:41 to play in this first quarter.
Let's see, Palmer's going to give the football up. It's going to be knocked away by number 72, Jake Carlton, but then Palmer gets hit, and they thought that the Wildcat could have pulled up there, but he didn't, and they flagged him.
First down going off the 37-yard line. The pitch goes to Nelson, and he turns upfield. Good yardage as he gets inside looks like he's inside the 25-yard line at about the 23-yard line, which is going to be good enough for a first down.
Andy Williams, the flanker for the Bulldogs, Suwannee Bulldogs, threw a brilliant block out there to allow his running back to sprint down the sideline.
Those two linebackers, Cheatham and Thomas, are the heart of the defense, and between them, they've had over 30 sacks. Cheatham, of course, as you can see, leads the Cats. There's an equipment problem, so there's an official timeout on the field with the ball spotted down on the 23-yard line. It is a first down for Suwannee as they drive on Wauchula. Now, Wauchula is up by 2 by a score of 9-7, picking up the touchdown and the field goal, but failing to get an extra point. 5-play drive got Suwannee into the end zone.
Hardee County features a versatile defensive attack. They're blitzing and gaming and sending people from all different positions on defense throughout the night.
The kickoff goes to Williams, straight up the middle. He's in the end zone, touchdown. A brilliant burst up the middle by Williams of Suwannee, and he goes right into the end zone.
And sometimes when you gamble on defense with the blitz or with the stunning, you can break a big play against that. And right there, Terry Williams was untouched up the gut. We're seeing some fireworks here tonight in Live Oak.
All right, so now we're getting ready for the extra point attempt. It'll be Barry Robertson, and Osteen will be the holder. Since he plays a couple of other positions, plays offense, defense, and kicks, he had to put that special shoe on. That was the official's timeout. There's the snap. This put us into it, and it is good. And so suddenly we got a brand new ball game as we take a look at that first down.
Hardee County on the stunt. Watch right in the middle of your screen. Just no one there. The linebackers have stunted to the outside of their tackles. Terry Williams, once he breaks the line of scrimmage, there's no one. The linebackers are not there. See the linebackers on the outside?
Here it is again.
Barry Robertson, the young man that kicks the extra point, throws a big block on that play.
So now we get ready for the kickoff coming back. 3:14 to play in the first quarter, and the home team, Suwannee Live Oak, leading Wauchula Hardee by a score of 14-9 in the State 3A High School Football Championship game. From Live Oak.
A lot of points in the first quarter, isn't it?
It sure is. That's quite an offensive show thus far.
Well, that's great, too, because these fans are excited, and they've shown up, about 10,000 possibly?
I would say so, in a stadium that seats at the most 5, I think.
I don't think they've sat down yet.
No. Robertson moves to the football and boots it high.
Great height on the kickoff.
It was. McWhorter comes across the 10, the 15, and he's up to the 20-yard line before he's drilled by Dwayne Mobley.
And Jesse Chair is helping out as well.
So they bring him down, and the Wauchula Wildcats are trailing. They'll put the football in play from their own 20-yard line.
McWhorter runs that ball like you're supposed to on the kickoff zone. He goes right after him. He's hitting for a seam. He's looking for a quick seam. He's not dilly-dallying around back there. He's really hitting it hard.
It's 1st and 10 as the young man Lindsay has his club at the line. And the give-off goes to McWhorter, who was just drilled by Chad Mobley first. All right, in the Class 5A semifinal game, Sarasota Riverview is leading Miami Edison by a score of 21-0. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Pensacola Pine Forest Martin County game next week for the 5A championship, and we'll be there to bring it to you on Sports Channel Florida. Williston and Avon Park in a 7-7 tie in the 2A championship game tonight.
Avon Park 20 miles away from Wauchula in that ridge area.
Right. 2nd and 7. And the give-off goes to the fullback, but he gets nowhere. Chad Mobley makes a hit on Terrence Myrick as he carries, let's say, to the 26-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, you know, an interesting fact is the situation where both Avon Park and Wauchula qualify for the state championship game, and yet they were beaten during the regular season by Arcadia DeSoto. 3rd and 4. High formation as Lindsay rolls looking for somebody and throws, and it is caught complete. I didn't know if they'd give that to him or not.
Yeah, number 48.
And that was Mike Thomas. And Chad Mobley made the hit.
Well, you know what?
Wasn't sure.
It was the running back against the linebacker there, and Mike Thomas just showed a little bit more athletic ability than Mobley. Mobley thought he had a beat on the ball. It kind of hung up in the air. Lindsey really did a nice job of floating that out there, considering that Thomas came up with the catch. If it had been intercepted, he probably, Coach Martin would have said, wait a minute, don't do that. But Mike Thomas made a brilliant effort right there and just outfought Chad Mobley for the ball.
Off the 35-yard line, it was 1st and 10 with a little over a minute to play in the first quarter. The pitch is going to go to McWhorter. McWhorter cuts back across the grade. He's across the 45 and up almost to the midfield stripe before Eddie Johnson brings him down for Suwannee Live Oak along with Dwayne Mobley.
McWhorter really does have that ability to cut back, and when you're deep in the eye, you have that opportunity only if your offensive line is moving people up front. And let's mention those kids. Darren Bryan, number 78, left tackle. Mike Barwick, guard. David Johns, the center. Big Jake Carlton, the right guard. I think there's always a Carlton playing for Wauchula Hardee. There's a former Governor Carlton and all the big ranch down there, Hardee County. Jason Clark, right tackle, doing a nice job up front for Hardee.
Home of Tom McEwen, sports editor of the Tampa Tribune. There's the line that we're talking about there. Are you giving credit, as is their just due?
I'll also mention Zeke Mowat, big, strong tight end for the New York Giants, star at Florida State, grew up in Wauchula, played for Bob Martin at Hardee County.
1st and 10, the situation at the 48-yard line. Lindsey hangs on to the football and goes across into the Suwannee Bulldog territory before Robertson brings him down. But that looked like a busted play, James.
It did, but also looked like Lindsey Richard has tremendous poise because he didn't panic, just simply reached down, picked up the ball, saw where he might have an opportunity to pick up a yard or two, but a lot of poise by that young quarterback. He's a junior.
Yep, that makes Coach Martin smile.
You bet.
2nd down, call at 7, just into Live Oak territory as Wauchula is on the move. Thomas in the slot to the left side. And there are whistles on the field. That is the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter of play, it's Suwannee Live Oak 14, Wauchula Hardee 9. We'll be back with more after this. We begin the second quarter with 2nd down and 7 for Wauchula Hardee as they drive on the Suwannee Live Oak. All spotted down at the 49-yard line in Live Oak territory.
12-minute quarters, high school football is 12-minute quarters. What an exciting first quarter we had.
We certainly did, 14-9.
And the fans are still on their feet.
Suwannee leads, Wauchula trying to play catch-up. McWhorter trying to turn the corner outside and is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on the 45 by Eric Smith. He came in to make the tackle for Live Oak.
Eric Smith, a strong safety, just does an outstanding job right there, refusing to let the tailback get outside. Watch Eric Smith, number 81, come up. He says, hey, you're not getting outside on me, McWhorter. Don't worry about that. He showed a lot of speed. A lot of strong safeties are like fast linebackers. You know, they love to hit and got great speed.
6'1", 195, a junior. He'll be back next year. 3rd down, and it's 11 yards to go as Lindsey gives off on the delayed draw to McWhorter, and McWhorter is taken down at the 49. So that didn't fool Marcus Jones and Matt McMillan of Suwannee as they take him down.
Well, are we going to see our first punt? I think we are.
This is the first punt of the
That's the first time a defensive unit has stopped the opponent's offense.
So here is McMillan coming off. Jason Clark will be the punter for the Wildcats.
And he's going to see if he can pin the Bulldogs deep in their own territory. But look who's back there ready to bring the ball back at the Wildcats.
Yes, Mr. Pryor.
Matt Pryor, number 12.
Jason is one of the biggest at Hardee at 210.
So big punter, huh?
Yep. Loops it, and it is going to go out of bounds in the vicinity of the, they say it's inside the 20-yard line. So pretty nice kick.
Yeah, that was his job, to get the ball inside the 20, though.
And keep it away from Pryor. He did an excellent job. Look at this crowd here. This is absolutely amazing.
And they were here at 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's like first come, first serve, first seating in a lot of the areas around the stadium. These people were here in mass 3 hours before the ball game.
I'll tell you, they actually started showing up to reserve seats at 5 o'clock last night. First and 10, and the carry is by Marcus Nelson off the handoff from Palmer for Suwannee.
I thought they only did that at Clemson, show up 24 hours before
I'll
the game.
tell you what, these people are really intent on this game. This is a very, very big thing for them, and it's just brought this whole community together.
Well, and it should, and it's great that it has, and the whole town can be proud of this team, proud of these kids at their local high school, and it's just a beautiful night for football here in Live Oak.
Second down and 6, and the carry by Williams. Williams comes to the near side, turns upfield, and he is stripped up as he comes across the 40-yard line and goes down at the 42. So a beautiful carry, and Mike Thomas was the man who tripped him up.
Terry Williams gets outside. Look at that block right there. We couldn't pick up the number. The Bulldogs do a nice job of turning the corner. Williams just...
he actually just tripped
must have been a sniper in the stands, took a shot at him right there.
First and 10. Pass out in the flat to Pryor. He's got it. Still on his feet. He's across the midfield stripe. And close to a first down. Not quite. He's at about the 49 of Wauchula before Thomas Smith makes the hit for the Wildcats.
Just trying to get the ball in the hands of their outstanding athlete, Matt Pryor. A quick screen and let him use his ability, and he did so. He picked up about 7 yards after he caught the football.
A very intense-looking Pittman along the sidelines.
This is his high school. This is where he graduated, Mike Pittman.
Second and call it 2. Dropping back to throw is Palmer. He's going long, and it is incomplete. Intended for Ralph Lott, a 160-pound sophomore speedster, and he was out front.
He was, but also good coverage by Robert Clark right there, doing a nice job on coverage. And Palmer just a little bit long on that passing attempt.
That'll bring up third down and 2. The ball is spotted down right at the 50-yard line.
But you know what that does? That puts the fear in that secondary that he might try to do that again.
Right at the gut goes Williams, and he's still on his feet as he gets the first down to the 35-yard line of Wauchula before he is taken down by Cleveland Folk. Watch the blocking here.
Terry Williams again wasn't even touched until he got into the secondary.
First and 10 off the 35-yard line for Suwannee. They go with a slot to the right side. The give off again goes to Williams, and Williams rips it to the 25-yard line. He's going to be close to another first down before he was finally taken down. So a nice carry by Terry Williams, the 170-pound junior. He and Marcus Nelson are called the Mighty Mites by their teammates because Terry's 170 and Marcus 155.
But they're Mighty Mites because there's some big fellas up there knocking some folks off the line of scrimmage,
well,
too.
they hide behind them.
Grouch, big number 77, Chad Mobley, McMillan, the center, Roberson, and Robinson. Robinson, 63, Roberson, 64 at guard. Just doing an excellent job. Big guys up front for the Bulldogs right now knocking Hardee off the line of scrimmage.
Just short of a first down, second and 1, and Suwannee leading 14-9 in the second quarter. 8 minutes to play in this period. And on the reverse, it is going to be a lot going to the far side as he turns upfield. And he is headed for the end zone, but there is a flag down. There's a flag down.
Ralph Lott, just a brilliant effort by Ralph Lott. He almost was trapped deep in his backfield on the reverse, but avoided the tackle. And then when he got down the sideline, did he ever turn on the jets? But look at that yellow flag on the field.
It was a very well executed reverse. I mean, absolutely what you look for. And all the elements were present, and Lott really has some foot speed. He's a burner.
Well, when the reverse is successful, it's because the defense is swarming to the ball. we've seen the clip against the Bulldogs, but the reason Suwannee Jim could run that reverse with success was because Hardee is hustling to that football. They're pursuing, and Mike Pittman, the head coach of the Bulldogs, picked that up, sends in a reverse, and comes in with a touchdown, but there is a clip.
Well, you know, Bob Martin says that his guys are small, so they have to be overachievers. And that's exactly the type of football that they're playing, and they're very close at 14-9. We're going to pick up the call from the referee, Rocky Bates, in a moment, if we can. 7:47 to play here in the second quarter. Live Oak.
You think he might attract a boo or two here?
We have an illegal block on the offense. 15 yards. Check it out over again.
You heard the call.
All right, here's Ralph Lott's going to get the ball on the reverse. And there's the chop. You can't in high school football hit below the waist, and he's just going at the thigh level. If he'd hit him in the head, he'd been all right.
Second down and 25. A split backfield behind Palmer, who's looking to throw and goes long, and it is caught by Williams. Williams still on his feet inside the 15-yard line. What a catch! Oh my goodness!
Cleveland Cope, excellent pass defense, tipped the ball away, but instead of intercepting it or knocking it down, he tipped it up.
Here it is.
Cleveland Cope, number 82, goes up and takes a great swat at the ball, but he just knocks it out. And it's caught despite Cope's effort.
Great play.
Terry Williams, number 44. We saw Harvard do that a little bit earlier. Now Williams comes back and does it.
Palmer going for the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Fryer on the look-in, and Arthur Frazier, the coverage man for Wauchula.
Nice coverage in the secondary by the Wildcats. Arthur Frazier right on Fryer. Palmer threw the ball in there very well, but they couldn't come up with a reception.
Ball between the 13 and the 14 as we look at the far sideline where the Wildcats of Wauchula are exhorting their troops on the field to dig in. It's second down and 10. A motion man now, that would be Marcus Nelson, and the give-off goes to Williams, and Williams gets whipped on as he hits the line of scrimmage, but there's another flag down.
Lee Thomas, linebacker for the Wildcats, makes a nice hit on the play.
7 minutes, 18 seconds to play. Second quarter, 14-9 to score, and it is the Wauchula Wildcats trailing the Suwannee Live Oak Bulldogs.
Well, Suwannee's their only own worst enemy on this drive. They have the ability to move the football. They've proven that in this ball game. But right here, they come up with two middle mistakes, two breakdowns on offense, and they're backing up again.
Let's catch the referee's call.
We have an illegal shift on the offense, 5 yards.
I like that. I had no idea what he was doing when he was, both arms from the chest. I'm glad we have that mic on. Illegal shift.
All right.
We'll remember that.
Second down, hopefully.
Takes the pressure off, doesn't it, when you know he's going down?
It does, doesn't it? Slot offense to the left side, and the carry is going to be by Williams, and Williams is hit, stacked up. Wauchula really digging in there, getting tough. Andy Thomas making the hit for the Wildcats.
Big third down. Really, Suwannee hasn't faced a big third down in this ball game, and just moved the ball consistently up and down the field. But right here is probably their biggest third down effort of the ball game so far.
See what they're going to do on 3rd and 12.
And the ball just, on about the 16.
17-yard line, just outside the 15. We'll go off the 16-yard line on 3rd down. Palmer looks to throw, and does, and it is complete to the tight end, Jay Harvard. And that is inside the 10-yard line at about the 8. So that brings up 4th down. Let's take a look at it again.
Jay Harvard, the tight end for Suwannee. 26 receptions, 301 yards to date for this young fella. Excellent hands right there as Mike Thomas is right on him, but just short of the first down by, 5 yards, looks like?
Yeah, just a little short. So it's 4th and call it 5. And now we see the field goal attempt as they get ready, and that would be Barry Robertson.
Robertson doing a great job of blocking up front for Suwannee when they're on offense. Then he plays defense. Now he comes out, changes shoes. Straight ahead field goal kicker.
And Osteen will be the holder on 4th and 5.
He's got good range, too. Every time he's kicked an extra point tonight, he's really booming. And he's kicked brilliantly on kickoffs, too. He gets the ball very high.
There's the defensive coach who is in the huddle talking to the Wildcats.
Bob Martin, he's his own defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator. He does it all.
So now we get ready for the try for the field goal. And Suwannee leading by a score of 14-9.
Mike Pittman doing a little positive thinking on the sideline, saying, get it through, Robertson, get it through.
It's coming from the 14, so it's going to be a 24-yard attempt. Osteen is waiting for the snap. He'll be the holder. The foot is into it, and it is long enough, and it is good. And so now it's a 17-9 ball game.
Barry Robertson, and I don't know if they can find that football the way he kicked it. It's out there.
There you see 6:17 remaining. But you know what? If they can find the football, nobody will have it because everybody in this town is in this stadium.
That's right. It's going to just sit out there all by itself.
All right, there's the Suwannee High School Bulldogs. As you can see the T-shirts, and they've been selling T-shirts very much like that down in Wauchula all week, and they've been really going in that area.
I'd like to have the concession on green sweaters, though, in Live Oak the last couple of weeks.
Wouldn't you?
There's a few adults around town wearing the green.
How about that? They need 26 points to set a playoff record.
And Wauchula comes into this game. Only on 3 occasions during their whole season did they allow the opponent to score more than 1 touchdown. So you're talking about some offense when you're talking about the Suwannee Bulldogs.
Right. Getting ready to move to the football is Robertson. The all-purpose lineman and kicker. It is high and it will be deep. And it will bounce down and be picked up at the 5-yard line, coming straight across the field. And being drilled at the 12 is Arthur Frazier, and Anthony Owens made the hit on him.
Deep in their own territory, too. Suwannee doing a nice job hitting the Wildcats, around the 13-yard line, looks like.
This defensive unit had not allowed any points in the 1988 playoffs. That's pretty strong, I'll tell you.
So it just makes you tip your hat even more to those Suwannee Bulldogs who put, 17 points on the board this evening.
Right. So Lindsay at the line with a man in motion, Thomas. And the give-off is going to go to the fullback, straight up the middle, Terrence Myrick. And he's hit and brought down by Crockton and by Marcus Jones. A little over 5 minutes to play in the first half. And Wauchula's they're between a kind of a rock and a hard place right now because they're in this situation 17-9 to where, they're not out of anything. They're trailing, and that's it. But it's hard to put the ball up in the air down that far from that field position. But they're going to do it. Lindsay throws out in the flat, and it's incomplete. Intended for McWhorter. Travis Baker on the coverage. But the ball is incomplete. Eric Smith with a little help there.
On Hardee's last possession, the Suwannee Bulldogs stopped him, forced him to punt the ball, and it looks like they're about to do it again. Suwannee, it seems like, is getting some momentum here now on defense, and not only is the Suwannee offense in gear, but this Live Oak defense looks like they have an opportunity to shut down Hardee County 2 times in succession.
3rd down and 9 for Wauchula with 5:02 to play in the first half. They go with the eye as Lindsay looks to throw and can't find anybody open. He's going to hang on to it himself and fights upfield across the 20 to the 22-yard line. So a good carry. Jamie Gaylord is the man that made the tackle.
Richard Lindsay, a very impressive young quarterback, an 11th grader, playing very well for the Hardee Wildcats here. Right there, he had the speed to get outside, almost picked up the first down because of his own speed and efforts alone. but the Suwannee Bulldogs have held, and the Wildcats are forced to punt for the second time in succession.
4th down and 2 as we wait for the kick, and it'll be Jason Clark, the punter. Said one punt for 33 yards, but he pinned Suwannee down there, which is what they wanted to do. Now he lets it fly, and does it sail, and Lott will take it down at about the 32-yard line and head upfield. And he's across the 40 into the 43-yard line before he is brought down by Hardee County.
Just Jason Clark doing a beautiful job there. Boomed that football so high, about 40 yards at least.
It was a good boot, no question. So the ball will be at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:06 to play, first half.
Almost out kicked his coverage, you know. Sometimes when you boom the ball that far, your coverage doesn't have a chance to get down there, and Lott almost had a chance to break it.
He really did get a hold of it. Palmer looks to throw and does, and it is complete to Harvard, the tight end. He's got the first down, and he is to the 44-yard line, and there are flags on the play. That could be face mask.
Thomas Smith, number 87, on the tackle. A number of Wildcats swarming to the ball, but they might have inadvertently got the face mask, and it looks like we're going to get a big penalty against the Wildcats.
Let's take a look at the end of the play.
Jay Harvard's very impressive tight end. He's got a lot of speed. Yes, 87. Thomas Smith's got Harvard's face mask. No doubt about that one. Jay Harvard's very impressive tight end. He's got a lot of speed. Yes, 87. Thomas Smith's got Harvard's face mask. No doubt about that one. Harvard is a terrific receiver. He's got nice hands, runs good routes. He's a real threat from that tight end position.
It'll be tacked onto the play, and it's really going to give Suwannee great field position inside the 30-yard line of Hardee. Let's pick up the referee's mic.
We have a face mask on the defense, 15 yards, first down.
1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line.
3:44 left in the first half. Suwannee threatening again.
John Palmer takes his team and sends receivers left and right. Split backfield behind him, and the give-off is going to go to Nelson, but he's drilled. Good play by Hardee's Charles Cheatham, who was right there to make the hit. He's one of those great linebackers along with Lee Thomas.
Thomas and Cheatham. Cheatham number 43, Lee Thomas number 44. Standing tall inside for the Hardee Wildcats. Big hit right there.
Stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. That brings up 2nd down 10. As we see the wearing of the green up here in Live Oak. Receivers left and right as Palmer is going to throw and does. And he's got Fryer. Fryer's inside the 15 and dragged down at about the 12-yard line. And that's going to be good enough for a first down. He has just set a state record for catches in a season with 94. Very, very sure hands. No doubt about that. He's got that thing that the great possession receivers have.
Arthur Frazier in the secondary for the Wildcats, giving a big cushion right here. Fryer comes up with the catch.
And on first down, the carry is going to be by Williams. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Untouched.
He was in the end zone so fast it took the referee a second or two to get his hands up.
They're catching Hardee stunning, and their linebackers out of position, and Terry Williams untouched into the end zone.
So now it is a different ball game, 23-9.
You know, it takes a very well-coached team to pick up those stunts, pick up the blitz, and allow your running back to break free like that. And Williams has done it at least on 2 occasions tonight untouched into the end zone.
Robertson will attempt the extra point. With his team leading 23-9, 2:40 to play in the first half. Osteen with a hold. His foot is into it, and it is good. So now it is 24-9, and Wachula needs to mount a strong offensive drive, whether they get in the end zone or not, just for their confidence with 2:40 remaining.
Well, they're still very much in this ball game. They've moved the ball with success against Live Oak. Suwannee is just a brilliant offensive effort tonight. And again, Hardee County, the Wildcats have an excellent defense, one of the best defenses in Class 3A in the state of Florida. And they come up here to Live Oak, and Live Oak just runs up and down the field against them. But Hardee has shown some ability on offense as well.
Robertson will kick off in just a moment. Getting ready to move the football. Having just finished kicking the extra point. And has a field goal to his credit this evening. And he bangs it. It's going to be McWhorter taking it. He bobbles it. It goes down behind the line, and he drops down to one knee. And so that will come out to the 20. Join us this Sunday, December 11th at 5 for fast-paced college hoops as the University of South Florida Bulls go up against the Cincinnati Bearcats live from the Sun Dome on the campus of the University of South Florida, right here on Sports Channel Florida. Standard equipment for the Florida sports fan.
You know, when Chris McWhorter muffed that kickoff, he did exactly the right thing. He didn't panic. He just simply got the ball, sat down in the end zone. Now it's out to his 20. A lot of times the young man will think he has to run out after he muffs the ball, but he never had control of it. So all he had to do was sit down in the end zone, and that's what he did.
First and 10 at the 20. Lindsey's give-off is going to go to McWhorter. He gets to maybe the 22-yard line before he's stacked up by McMillan.
I think one of the differences in this ball game so far is that Suwannee has been able to pass and run with success, where Hardee County has not been able to pass so well. They've run with some success, but they've had problems passing the ball. Swannee's very well balanced this evening, and Hardee's having trouble with their passing game.
A little over 2 minutes to play in the first half. 2nd and 8 as they go to the shotgun. Lindsey will drop back in the shotgun formation with a slot out to the right side. He rolls, being chased, and throws on the run, and it is incomplete. Osteen on the coverage, but there's a flag down on the play. The receiver was Thomas.
Lindsey was not sprinting out because he wanted to. He had to avoid the rush. He got outside, bought himself a little time, threw the ball down the field to Thomas, and Thomas was interfered with.
Let's take a look at it.
Richard Lindsey throwing the ball to Mike Thomas, and there is a flag on the play. Very close call, obviously. We'll be neutral about it.
Moves the football to the 36-yard line. Let's pick up the call from Rocky Bates.
We have defensive pass interference on the defense. 15 yards on that first down.
There you go.
Big break for Hardee right there, because Suwannee was stopping them again, putting pressure on the Hardee offense, shutting it down, but that penalty allows Hardee to get another shot.
That's the first down this quarter for Hardee County. Again with a shotgun. Lindsey being pressed. A little quick screen goes out to Thomas. Thomas still on his feet. He's across the 40, and he comes out of bounds in front of the Live Oak bench at the 48-yard line before Baker brings him down.
Mike Thomas avoids Brent Riles, number 82, and big number. Let's see if we can pick it up. Pig number 62 right there. They collide with each other. Thomas moves down the sideline.
So Wauchula beginning to move the football now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line with 1:38 to play in the first half. Terry Williams over 1,000 yards rushing in 88 with that touchdown burst. I formation. McWhorter dots the I, and Lindsey's going to throw. He looks and does, and it is incomplete. It was intended for Terrence Myrick and Chad Mobley on the pressure for the Suwannee Live Oak Bulldogs.
Again, though, Jim Lindsey, Richard Lindsey, showing excellent poise right there, floating that ball out to Myrick. Well-thrown football. Myrick just couldn't quite get to it.
So that's 2nd down and 10 with 1:33 to play in the first half. And Wauchula trailing. Live Oak up 24-9. Here we take a look at Lindsay as he has a slot offense with Thomas in the slot to the right side. Looks to throw and goes out for Thomas, and it is incomplete at the 40-yard line. Good coverage by Stephen Osteen, the corner man for the Bulldogs.
Again, though, a very well-thrown ball there. Mike Thomas had a shot at it, was able to get one hand on it, but Richard Lindsay, again, putting the football out there. You know, he's the kind of quarterback that can keep your team in the ball game, even though Suwannee has had some success right now shutting that Hardee offense down. Richard Lindsay has a lot of poise at that quarterback position.
On third down from the 48-yard line, 10 to go. Again, Lindsay looking to throw and does, and it is complete to the 40-yard line. As his receiver was coming out of the backfield, Lee Thomas, and Travis Baker made the tackle.
These kids doing an excellent job tonight concentrating on that football. This is the third or fourth tipped ball that is completed anyway. Richard Lindsay sitting in the pocket, good protection, little pressure there late. Throws the ball to Thomas, the ball's tipped, but Thomas concentrates on it, and Hardee's got a fourth and about 2, and they're going for it.
All right. So you got to applaud the way that they're going to go for it on fourth down and 2. As the seconds drop away, the pitch goes to McWhorter, and McWhorter's across the 40, but I don't think he's got it. And it is Crouch who makes the hit for Live Oak.
Big hit. Crouch, the young fellow that we mentioned with a sore ankle, makes the stop, but looked like McWhorter just tripped a little bit there in his own backfield and didn't hit the line of scrimmage with any authority. Crouch makes the tackle, and Hardee stopped with the clock ticking away, 29 seconds left in this first half.
First down and 10 from the 40-yard line now, and we'll see what they're going to do. Palmer is going to go long. He's looking for Fryer. He's got him. He's inside the 15 and down to the 10-yard line. Boy, these two guys really can hook up.
Well, this is just a middle error by Hardee with this much, only this much time left in the ball game. They try and double covering, but Charles Cheatham, number 43, just loses sight of Fryer for a second, starts watching the football, doesn't realize the speed that Fryer has, and he runs right by it.
Touchdown to Fryer in the end zone. Matt Fryer with a touchdown catch in the end zone from the nice throw by Palmer. And so it is now a 30-9 ball game as the time has ended for the first half.
And a middle breakdown in the secondary right there for the Hardee Wildcats, allowing Fryer to get so wide open. There was a mix-up in the coverage, and no one was covering the star receiver. He was all alone in the corner.
All right, no time left in the half, but of course, after the touchdown, there is the try for the extra point, and Robertson is there. Osteen with a hold.
He's going to have a sore leg tomorrow, isn't he, if this continues?
Sure is.
Kicking off, kicking extra points.
There's the snap, puts into it, and it is good. So now we've got a 31-9 ball game in Live Oak, and the home team is leading big over Wauchula Hardee. So a tough situation for Hardee County to be in as they go to the locker room before we go to the second half. And they've got to regroup in there if they're going to stay in this thing.
Well, they're not used to giving up points, much less 31 points and a half. We mentioned, I think, that 8 of their opponents were held to 1 touchdown or less this season. Hardee County has a tremendous defense, but Suwannee comes right out here and puts 31 points on the board. So I'm sure some of the kids are in shock right now in that Wildcat locker room.
Well, we'll be back with halftime, but right now let's take time out for these messages. have Suwannee 31 and Hardee County from Wauchula 9. Jim Gallagher with Jim Yarbrough bringing you all the action. First of all, let's take a look at the first touchdown by Wauchula as the Cats get off to a good start.
Well, Wauchula features the tailback and pitching the ball to the tailback, but in this instance, Lindsey's going to roll out. He's going to roll out on the sprint action, and in the end zone, I believe it's a great catch by Lee Thomas, the fullback. Excellent hands in the end zone on sprint action. Wauchula getting off well early in the ball game with their offensive effort tonight. Suwannee has yet to be stopped, literally, on offense. But Wauchula has some bright moments on offense as well.
Well, the size, I think, is the thing that's been a factor, especially in the second quarter. It began to take its toll on the smaller guys from Wauchula.
And Wauchula, I think, averages about 185 pounds up front, and Suwannee averages about 220. Watch these big guys in green as they catch Wauchula stunning. And Terry Williams, the fullback, on the trap. Look at that block by Roberson, number 64, the kid that's got the tired leg from doing all the kicking. And Terry Williams is untouched into the end zone. But big Barry Roberson, just an excellent block up front.
Well, I think that's probably the thing that's been the major factor. And of course, you know, in any game, there are some things that are going to happen, and they have happened for the advantage of Suwannee County, and they've been strong enough, as you pointed out, to take advantage of their opportunities.
Just a brilliant effort on offense, up and down the field, running the football, featuring Terry Williams, the fullback, passing the football, featuring their everything, Matt Fryer, Palmer, the young, actually the senior quarterback who for the first time this year really had a chance to start. He looks like a tested veteran out there.
Look at this young fellow here as he watches through the field glasses all the great spectacle that you see on the field. And here are the Bulldogs now as they come out of the locker room and get ready to move to the second half. They are buoyed by the fact that they lead 31-9 over the Wauchula Wildcats. So Wildcats have got to really put it together as we see Matt Fryer, the fine receiver and kick returner for the Bulldogs, leading his team onto the field.
Defending state Class 3A champions, and they're defending it well, aren't they?
Well, you know, Coach Pittman can be proud of the job that he's done. I think you also have to congratulate Bob Martin on the fact that he doesn't have all the troops to work with, and he's got a smaller football team, and yet here he is playing for a state championship, and in 11 years down there, he's never had a losing record. So that's something for the people in that area to be proud of, and for he and his staff to be able to reflect on.
But, right, truly a championship ball game tonight. A lot of talent by both teams throughout this season. Wauchula, 10-2, Suwannee 11-1 coming into this ball game. You don't get much better than that.
No, you really don't. It doesn't get much better than this, as they say, with these two fine teams.
And the fans have been on their feet as we look into the stands right now. These people have yet to sit down. I think the temperature is dropping a little bit too. It seems to be a little cooler. But these people have yet to take a seat. And with the offensive fireworks that they've seen, I don't blame them. They don't want to miss anything.
And look at that SRO crowd. Let's take a look at the stats. And I guess you see it here in first downs. Actually, Hardee with 8 and Suwannee with 10. Not much difference there. Rushing. Hardee out-rushing Suwannee. In the passing, though, there's the big difference.
Big plays, too. Matt Fryer, a big play right before the half. Hardee making a mental mistake in the secondary, letting that sprinter get by him. But really, the big plays have been the difference. Total offense, Hardee can be proud of 200 yards. If you finish a game with 400 yards of total offense, you're moving the football. But then, Suwannee's even moving it to a greater extent. So a lot of offense by these guys in green tonight.
Some penalties, but not that many, 3 for each team, so it hasn't really necessarily been that much of a major factor at this point in time.
No, the game's been played very well. These teams are very well coached. Occasionally they'll make a middle error, but gosh, these guys are 16, 17 years old, you know?
Yes,
so they're going to make a mistake once in a while. But these coaches have done a terrific job preparing these teams to play in this championship ball game.
A little chilly now at North Florida. We're not exactly used to this, but The cold has moved in.
The wind is blowing from left to right as you look at your screen.
And, you know, you just look over there, and Hardee County assistant coaches are Brian Dravick and Phil Rasmussen. And that is such an important part of the football program. And, you know, these guys don't get the credit they deserve.
And I understand at Hardee County High School, these guys have pretty much been with Coach Martin for the last decade. He's had very little turnover in his coaching staff, and that's one reason he's so successful, because these kids know what to expect. They know half the playbook when they come to practice in the fall. You know, there's no surprises. The coach has been there for 10 years. The assistants have been there, and that's the kind of program you want to build in high school football, or anywhere, actually.
All right, here's the Bulldog assistants are Paul Landry, Butch Alford, Todd McCoy, Terry Mixon, and Terry Mills. So big staff for Coach Pittman here at Suwannee.
And now the Bulldogs are going to kick off again at the coin toss to start the ball game. Hardee won the toss and deferred, and Suwannee said, well, we'll kick off. Well, now Hardee gets a choice this time. They said, well, we want the ball again. So very unusual situation to see Lake City kicking off by choice twice to start each half.
All right, here's Palmer, and here's what he did in the first half. 9 for 12, 196 yards. Here's McWhorter. As we look at him, he is the deep receiver standing on about the 2-yard line. Robertson will be the kickoff man for the Bulldogs. In their green and gold, and there's the kick. It is high and deep. And will be taken by Robertson on the 10. He's across the 15, across the 20, and still on his feet across the 30-yard line. So he's going to give him good field position as he carries up across the 30 before Terrence Humphrey brings him down. McWhorter with 12 carries, 73 yards. Pretty nice.
Real nice. He can be very proud of that. That's a well over 5-yard average.
Going
6 yards.
Right.
6 times 12, 72, right?
73 yards.
6-yard average.
Not bad.
What tailback would be embarrassed by that?
Not any of them. First and 10 as Lindsey takes the snap and gives off to McWhorter, and he turns it upfield, and he is across the 40 and dragged down after he gets the first down. So that was a 50-yard kick and a 23-yard return by McWhorter, and Eddie Johnson made the tackle on the last play along with Steve Osteen.
Well, Hardee has to meet the challenge. They've gotten the ball in the first series here in the second half, and they're doing something with it. They're trying to get that momentum back on their side of the line of scrimmage.
First down just over the 43-yard line, 10 yards to go as Hardee operates in their own territory with a slot I, and the give-off is going to go to Myrick, and Myrick hits it to about the 48-yard line before Chad Mobley makes the hit along with Jamie Gaylord. Here's Lindsey's first half, 5 for 10 for 58 yards.
Mike Barwick threw a nice block up front for Hardee on that play, number 64 at guard. A little bit of trap action up front.
31-9 the score, and Wauchula Hardee trying to get something going on the move. Slot to the left with Thomas in the slot, Mike Thomas in the slot, Lindsey rolling, looking, throws downfield, and it is incomplete. It was intended deep downfield for John Sharp, and goes as incomplete. Stephen Osteen on the coverage. So that'll bring up third down and 7.
Wauchula features that sprint out action. They seldom drop straight back when they have. They've thrown screens primarily. Trying to get Richard Lindsey free on the sprint out, take a little pressure away from that rush. Give him a little bit more time to find a receiver, but he just hasn't been able to do it here on this series.
Third down, call it 7 off the 48-yard line for Wauchula. Lindsey drops the throw, and he goes long, and it is incomplete. Deep downfield was Lee Thomas, and it goes as incomplete. Travis Baker on the coverage for Suwannee. Watch the route and the coverage.
Lee Thomas coming from actually a tight end position off the line of scrimmage, trying to break toward the sideline. The ball is clearly overthrown, and It was covered well anyway. And the first offensive series of the second half, and the Suwannee Bulldogs forced the Hardee County Wildcats to punt the football away.
Jason Clark averaging just under 40 yards a kick. Nice average. Gets that one off. A little wobbly. Fryer will take it down at the 22-yard line. Turns upfield at the 25, is at the 30, and he is taken out of bounds here in front of the Suwannee bench at the 38-yard line. And Thomas Smith makes the tackle.
What a beautiful job Suwannee does here of setting up the wall for Fryer. He's going to dip outside right now, and he gets behind a wall of green jerseys. And only Thomas Smith avoids the blockers and makes the hit, or Fryer would still be running down the sideline. Just a very nice job of that punt return team. And Suwannee has tremendous field position to set up that powerful offense right now.
Right at the 39-yard line on their side of the 50. So it'll be 1st and 10. 10-10 to play in this third quarter, and they got a big lead, 31-9 they're sitting on. Dropping back is Palmer to throw, and it is incomplete. Almost picked off by Thomas. The intended receiver was Jay Harvard, the tight end. By the way, that was a 41-yard punt and 17-yard return.
See Matt Fryer taking a break. He might have twisted an ankle on that hit on the punt return. He looks a bit shaken up. You know, on that last pass play, that's the first time John Palmer, I think, has thrown the ball poorly all night. I can't recall another time where he threw the ball poorly. That time, Hardee had a shot at an interception, but Palmer's been near perfect.
2nd and 10 off the 39-yard line. Palmer's pitch is going to go outside to Nelson, and Nelson trying to turn a corner on the far side, gets across the 40, but is tripped up by Wachula, as the Wildcat defense was right there, led by Arthur Frazier.
Arthur Frazier coming in from the cornerback position, making a nice hit as the tailback turned the corner.
3rd down and 8 at the 41-yard line for Suwannee. They operate with the wide side of the field to the left.
Hardee defense trying to come up with an answer here to shut down Suwannee.
Palmer hit and brought down behind the line of scrimmage as he gets rid of the ball. Really putting the pressure on was Cleveland Coke coming down from the outside, but also right there, making good penetration in the middle was Jay Carlton.
Big Jay Carlton, you're right. Jay Carlton knocks the ball down on the inside. A lot of pressure on the outside by Coke, and that Hardee defense has done the job and forced Suwannee to punt.
And so Andy Williams will be punting.
And I think this is their
first punt.
Here we are in the third quarter, the first time we've seen the guys in green in punt formation, and here they come after it. Oh.
Wachula really puts the pressure on. It's going to hit down, and it will take a Wachula bounce back.
It does. Big
Between the 40 and the 45-yard line. So the Cats get the football, and this time they've got good field position again. They're trailing 31-9, and they're trying to get something on the move here in this third quarter. 9:16 to play in this third period. 1st down and 10.
Suwannee's so rarely in a punt formation, they weren't sure what to do right there. They said, gosh, this is a strange formation for us to be in.
Yeah, what is this formation anyway?
Hardee has excellent field position here on the 45-yard line as they start the second series of theirs in the second half.
Slot offense, they go with McWhirter at the middle, and he catches it to about the 47-yard line. Marcus Jones makes the tackle. The broadcast rights to this game have been granted to Sports Channel Florida by the Florida High School Activities Association solely for the entertainment of our audience. And any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this program without the express written consent of Sports Channel Florida is prohibited.
Marcus Jones only weighs a cool 260. He is a load at that defensive tackle position. He's a monster.
2nd and 8, and the give off or the throw was a nice throw to Thomas, but it was incomplete at the 45. Nice ball handling there because they faked out the announcer, I'll tell you that, on that last play. It looked like what he did was it was like a ride and a pass.
You're right, they faked the draw. The ball was tipped. Lee Thomas tried to get a hand on it, but it was again big Marcus Jones, that 260-pound monster defensive tackle, tipped the ball at the line of scrimmage. Richard Lindsay, quarterback, had his ball tipped away.
On 3rd down, 8. Lindsay hit from behind by Ayers, who comes in from the outside and gets the sack at the 37. He just blew right in.
Big Jesse Chairs was not blocked. It's easy to blow in when you're not blocked. Hardee sprinting away from him. No one picks him up on the backside, a breakdown on the backside. And the quarterback, always dangerous when your quarterback gets hit in the back.
4th and 17. And so they are back in punt formation. And again, we get the 2 deep backs, Fryer and Ralph Lott. Fryer on the near side, Lott on the far side. And Jason gets the football off. It's going to go deep. Lott's going to take it back at the 15-yard line. Starts at field. He's at the 20, the 25, the 30. He's across the midfield stripe. He cuts back, and he's across the 40 and down and deeply into Wachula territory across the 35 to the 34-yard line. What a super run back.
Also, Matt Fryer does a nice job throwing a block to free Lott. Lott is dropping way back on the booming punt. Now he's going to seek out that green wall on the sideline. There's Fryer, number 12, leading the way. He's picking up the picket fence right there. And now he's breaking into the open, and Lott with excellent speed almost goes all the way.
1st and 10 as Palmer throws, and it is incomplete. It was intended for Jay Harvard, the tight end, who was running a crossing pattern right into the traffic and really got whacked and didn't get the football, so it goes as incomplete. And there was a flag on the play, and it looks like the flag is going to go against Live Oak.
Live Oak holding Charles Cheatham broke through on defense right now, and he was wrestled to the ground. The referee standing right there said, hey, you can't do that, guys. Put the flag on the ground.
You know, Jason Clark got off a 47-yard punt, but the return was 51 yards.
Well, we mentioned earlier, he booms that ball so well that sometimes he literally outkicks his coverage.
So it will be a 1st down and 20 for Suwannee. Split backfield behind Palmer, and the give-off is going to go to Williams, and Williams carries across the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. Brought down by Hernandez.
Abel Hernandez?
Either
or Abel.
Abel.
Abel Spanish twist.
A-B-E-L.
Number 62, Abel Hernandez.
Well, Abel was able, let us put it that way. Here's what Williams has done, 7 for 90. Wow. 2nd and 11. Quick pitch out to Fryer. Fryer across the 30 down inside the 25-yard line to the 23-yard line as they go with that quick out, and he was brought down by Cleveland Coke.
Now, 1st and 20 is no problem for the Suwannee Bulldogs, is it? Matt Fryer on the quick screen, get the ball out to him in a hurry. Number 1, Andy Williams doing a nice job blocking for him, and Fryer scoots down the field to pick up a 1st down for his Bulldogs.
1st and 10 with a split backfield behind Palmer, and a fumble on the play, and it looks like, let's see who recovered it. A fumble on the play as they fight for it. On the handoff, and Wachula gets the football. The Wildcats get it, and Andy Thomas gets the recovery. Here's a look at it.
Just put the ball on the hip of his running back right there. Marcus Nelson didn't deliver the ball into the belly right there. Palmer trying to get the handoff to Marcus Nelson, but the ball was dropped, and Hardee picks it up.
So the Wildcats dodge the bullet and get the football back as we have 6 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Suwannee up 31-9. They were on the move, and they're at the 21-yard line. Wachula with the football. McWhorter drilled after he gets maybe 2 to 3 yards on the play by Eric Smith, the middle linebacker for Suwannee. Carry was to the 25-yard line.
That defensive front really doing a nice job, led by big Marcus Jones and McMillan up front for the Bulldogs. Just very, very strong, that Suwannee defense, playing an excellent ball game tonight.
5-man Oklahoma type front, 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. I formation. Slot to the left side. The pitch is going to go to McWhorter, and McWhorter brought that at the 26. Good pressure on there. Robertson to make the hit, along with Stephen Osteen.
Barry Robertson is a tremendous ball player. He's blocked well on offense, hustles on defense, and he's an excellent kicker. He's proven that.
He's a football player.
He really is. I guess that sums it up.
Third down and 6 is the situation for Wauchula as they try to get something driving. The wide side of the field would be to the left for them as young Richard Lindsay, the junior quarterback, looks at the Suwannee defense. They go with the I formation. The give off is to McWhorter on the draw, and he's taken down after a short gain. Marcus Jones right there, the big guy, 72, along with Chad Mobley. Jones and Mobley combined. Fourth down, and that's going to bring on Clark again. Fryer and Lott will be back deep for Suwannee.
Well, we had all kinds of offense early in this ball game. Now we come out the second half, and both teams are shutting each other down on defense.
Good, nice average. 4 punts for over 41 yards.
He's really done a fine job.
Got that one off the side of his foot, and it is going to take a Wauchula roll down inside the 35-yard line and be below dead at the 33 as we look at Clark. Well, he got lucky on that one. It was the only time he shanked it tonight, but it took the roll for him, and so he does his job.
Well, he's tired as well. He's playing offense, he's playing defense, and he's punting, and we're late in the third quarter, and that young man's tired, so his leg's not as live as it was early in this ball game.
First and 10 now for Suwannee. That was a 39-yard boot. As we look at Coach Pittman, not bad at all. John Palmer, who's got all the way at quarterback with the pitch. It's going to go to Nelson. Nelson outside, but dragged down on the far side of the field. And Jason Clark, here's the guy that just punted the football, makes the tackle.
That's why he's tired. He's hustling so much.
That's right. Tune in, Sports Channel Florida, this Tuesday, December 13th at 7:30 p.m. as longtime state rivals heat up again with our tip-off coverage of women's college basketball. Join us as the Lady Gators of the University of Florida battle the Lady Seminoles of Florida State, right here on Sports Channel Florida. Standard equipment for the Florida sports fan. 2nd and 8.
Gators get one more shot at those Seminoles.
That's right. And here again is Williams, and Williams in the open field, taken down short of the 50 at the 48-yard line. Cleveland Coke, the guy there first. Let's take a look at this play.
Terry Williams, the fullback, Suwannee's featured him all night long, and again he breaks clear into the secondary before the Wildcats can swarm to the football. But pay tribute to those guys up front for the Bulldogs, creating those big holes for Williams.
First and 10 off the 48-yard line. Palmer under pressure, hangs on to the football, and is taken down as he crosses the 50-yard line. John Palmer, the ball carrier, and it is Lee Thomas that makes the tackle.
That play broke down immediately because Hardee was blitzing and Palmer was forced to run for his life, but he did pick up 5 yards, so they're looking at a 2nd and 5. So even when the play breaks down, they pick up 5 yards. That's what you call having a pretty good night.
We have Williams is over 100 for the night. 2nd and 5, a minute 47 to play in the third period. Palmer to throw. And it is tipped up in the air and picked off by Robertson. And he is taken down at the 35-yard line. So Barry Robertson catches the football, and they get the first down. It is a lineman's dream. It's a legal catch.
Yeah, I about jumped out of the press box there right here. Robertson says, well, I've done everything else. I might as well catch the ball and run with it tonight. You know, I've been blocking people, I've been tackling people, I've been kicking field goals. He said, I'd like to score a touchdown, you know?
He's done it all. Here we are as he lines up on the line, getting ready to block. 1st and 10 is the situation now. A quick out to Fryer, and Fryer is dragged down, fumbles the football. It's a loose football at the 25-yard line. although there was a flag on the play and his knee might have been on the ground. The ground could have caused the fumble. We'll just see.
Yeah, I think you're right. If the knee did go down, the fumble was after the ball would be dead, but he did give the ball up. Arthur Frazier, number 23, avoided the stiff arm and was tough enough to make the tackle and knock the ball loose, but it did look like his Fryer's knee might have gone down. Let's see what the referee is going to tell us.
We have illegal procedure on the offense. Penalty decline. First down, flight.
Well, the ball was live.
Ball was a fumble. It was a live ball.
But I thought you made an excellent point. Let's see if Fryer's knee does go down before he gives the ball up. No, he did lose it. He did lose it. So it was a great call by the officials. And you know what made that possible was the toughness of Arthur Frazier. He said, hey, you're not going to stiff arm me in the face and get away with it. I'm going after that ball.
Less than a minute to play third quarter. 1st and 10 now for Wachula off the 26-yard line. A lone setback behind Lindsay, the quarterback. And the give-off is to Myrick. And Crockton makes the hit for Suwannee.
I just think they're just too big and strong up front for Hardee County. Suwannee's just got too much size, too much strength at that line of scrimmage, and those kids are starting to dominate on defense for the Bulldogs right now. Hardee just cannot put a couple of first downs together.
2nd down 9 off of the 27-yard line with a slot and Thomas in the slot to the right side. And the give-off on the misdirection play goes to number 44, the fullback, Lee Thomas, and he's brought down by Suwannee.
And Robertson, made the tackle.
Everything. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Suwannee 31, Wachula 9. We'll be back with the final quarter after these messages. Points in the 1988 playoffs, a new state playoff record for the Bulldogs of Suwannee.
Well, that's incredible, isn't it? 127 points in 3 games? Only 3 games?
Yeah, that's an offensive machine, isn't it? I mean...
And that's playing against excellent talent, right?
Against the best.
That's right.
Against the best. Slot offense to the right side on 3rd and 10. As Lindsay goes to throw, and the football comes over his back, but... I think they're going to rule that he was not in motion. Jesse Chairs was the guy that came in and made the hit, but it's going to set Wachula way back.
Jesse Chairs playing a brilliant ball game at the bottom of your screen. He's going to hit the quarterback right in the back just as he's trying to deliver the ball. Richard Lindsay hit in the back, and quarterbacks are so vulnerable on that backside. Chairs is just playing an excellent game. Makes the hit, but they ruled it was an incomplete forward pass rather than a fumble.
All right, here's Jason Clark back to kick on 4th and 22. Line of scrimmage is the 12-yard line, waiting deep for the football in the end zone. And then he gets it off, and it's going to go off the side of his foot and roll across the midfield stripe. Lott will pick it up, and Lott is taken down as he gets to the 42-yard line, and bringing him down would be Jake Carlton, 72, and get some help there from Thomas Smith, 87. Sports Channel Florida would like to thank the following: Suwannee Principal Charles Sweat, Athletic Director Barney Cato, Pop the Ball, and Bobby Brick of Brick Electric for all of their help in making this telecast possible. .50 to play in the football game. Suwannee leads 31-9. They have possession just outside of 40. Palmer's going long to Fryer, and Fryer is in the end zone for another score. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, they baited the hook with that one. Palmer gave the pump action as Fryer seemed to hook up. Arthur Frazier took the bait, and then Fryer ran right by him. And Palmer delivered the football perfect.
He really does. He throws the rainbow, you know, the toughest thing in the world.
Well, when you got a guy with the speed that Fryer has, you can do that.
Right.
And he had Frazier beat so badly that he could lay it up.
42-yard touchdown.
Arthur Frazier saw Palmer pump that football to Fryer, so he took the bait. And then Fryer just continued up the field, was wide open.
Robertson with a try for the extra point, put us into it, and it is good. And so now Suwannee very, very dominant, 38-9 in this last quarter. Let's take a look at it and watch how well this ball is thrown.
Matt Fryer at the bottom of your screen is going to hook up right in front of 23 Arthur Frazier. Palmer's going to pump the ball, then he's going to lay it out there. By this time, Fryer is behind Frazier, got all kinds of room. Palmer just lays the football up, as you mentioned, so high that Fryer can run under it. Then Fryer shakes Frazier off near the 4 or 5 yard line, dances into the end zone. The first score, however, though, of the second half, Hardee County has done a good job. But as we mentioned, as we look at the stats, big plays, big plays.
Big plays, and the size begins to tell
That's
at
right.
this point in time.
Suwannee has that ability to come up with a big play in this dynamic offense.
Robertson will move to the football and boot it. And he does. It is deep. It'll be taken by McWhorter at the 5. He's at the 10. He's at the 15. Across the 20. The 25. He's at the 30. Going upfield. He's across the 40-yard line. And taken out of bounds on the far side with a super return across the 45-yard line of Suwannee. Eddie Johnson finally ran him down. Oh, look at this.
Chris McWhorter, we mentioned, looks like a young Dalton Hilliard on the field, the way he can dance around, the way he slants, hits the line of scrimmage, cuts back right here down the sideline. Just an extra effort by McWhorter. Just a fine effort by that young man all evening.
A happy Bulldog there. By the way, that was a 44-yard return. First and 10.
That was John Palmer. You bet he's a happy Bulldog, the quarterback. He's a star.
Thomas in motion to the bottom of the screen. Lindsey rolling right side, looking. He's going to go long. Looking to go overhead, and it is incomplete. Way deep, deep, deep. And it goes as incomplete. It was intended for Sharp, who was just running a straight, deep pattern. Osteen was the coverage man. Here's Fryer, 8 catches for 184 yards.
Well, he was averaging eight catches a game in the playoffs.
23 per catch tonight. Oh.
23 yards per catch, but I mean, he was averaging 8 catches per game coming into this ball game, and he's got 8 tonight, and we've still got 10 minutes to play. I doubt if they'll be bombing the football, though, anymore with this kind of lead.
Incredible athlete. Second down and 10. Waiting for the snap. And again goes to McWhorter, and he's stiffed by chairs as he hits the line.
That chair is an impressive young man, isn't he?
He is. He's got the size, and he's got good agility and mobility in there, and he uses all of his abilities.
He looks bigger than his 188 pounds. He really hits like a 230-pounder.
Yeah, that's what they say about him. I think Hitman is his nickname.
Hitman?
Yeah.
I understand. I believe it. I'll avoid him after the game.
That's right. Third and 10 for Wachula. Lindsey goes, and it is incomplete. Almost picked off. Intended for Sharp, coming off of the right side, and Jamie Gaylord almost had himself an Oski.
Almost cut him in two. Also, Jamie Gaylord with a gigantic hit on Sharp, and Sharp has a lot of courage slanting in. This is a very gutsy effort by Sharp, who goes up for the ball. Almost cut in two.
Osteen almost picked off the ball. Anyway, we're looking at Coach Pittman. He still hasn't relaxed with that 38-9 lead. 9:33 to play. It's 4th down and 10. Wachula's going for it.
Coach Pittman said there was more pressure on him with this ball game than there was with the championship last year. You know, repeating, he felt like there was more pressure on his team to repeat.
There's a fake in the throw, and it goes as incomplete. It was intended for Lee Thomas and Travis Baker on the coverage. So that's going to give Suwannee the ball. Well, you know, here's Coach Martin saying, why not go for it on 4th down at this point in the ball game?
They're doing everything they can to get back into it, and it just didn't work.
9 9 minutes and 27 seconds to play. First down and 10 for Suwannee. Slot offense would be to the right side. Palmer gives to Williams, and Williams is drilled. Good play, heads-up play by Jason Park and also by Charles Cheatham, who were there to make the stop for Wauchula. So it'll be second down and a ways off of the 42-yard line. Even though this is a losing cause thus far this evening, these guys have still had a great year, one that they'll remember for a long time. It's second down and call it 15 yards to go.
And as we look at the clock ticking down, just a little under 9 minutes to go.
On the scissors, Terry Williams is stacked up right at the 41. On this sideline, there you go. They are happy. Despite the bumps and the bruises. Third down, 15.
Well, 2 state championships in a row. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it's something that, as you can see, is a very important part of this entire community.
And you ask coaches around the nation, and they'll tell you high school football in the state of Florida is terrific. And when you're the state champion in this state 2 years in a row, you've got one heck of an accomplishment.
Palmer's being chased, going to try to turn upfield, and does, and is taken down at the 47-yard line. So he picks up 5, but he's still 10 away. Let's take a look at it.
John Palmer trying to set up the screen right here for his Bulldogs. Terry Williams was supposed to be the intended receiver, but he gets knocked out at the line of scrimmage. Palmer says, wait a minute, there's nobody out there to throw to. I got to get out of here. And watch a couple of these peel back blocks. Watch right here. Watch, look at number 62, Hernandez. He's going to get hit right there. Oh, my goodness. Did get that number, but a lot of effort out there.
The kick was by Andy Williams, and it's going to roll down inside right to the 16-yard line. It's inside the 20 at the 16. So Wauchula wisely taking a look at the football and letting it go. It's sitting down there at the 16. They're trailing 38-9, 7:25 to play in the game for the state 3A high school football championship in Florida.
You know, in 3A schools, I think I understand a typical senior class in a 3A school will be around the 250 mark.
Right. It's a 37-yard punt. I think it's, what is it, 1,500 overall.
And generally they'll dress out about 30, 35 boys on their varsity football team.
McWhorter with the carry across the 20 to the 21-yard line, but there are 2 flags on the play. Robertson made the tackle for Suwannee. Awaiting a call from Rocky Bates. He's going to go against Wauchula because they are talking to the defensive captain for Suwannee. That would be Crockton.
He's played a terrific game tonight. Crockton, Jones, McMillan, Crouch.
Let's pick up the referee's microphone.
We had illegal motion on the offense, 5 yards.
So here's a rugged-looking guy, boy, I'll tell you. Bad left ankle and all wrapped up, but in there playing. 1st and 15 is the situation for Wauchula as Lindsay sends a man in motion. Thomas, and there's a quick throw to Lee Thomas. Jamie Gaylord, the pressure man for Suwannee. Here's a final score in Class 2A, so people in the Heartland area can take heart. Avon Park defeats Williston 14-7 to annex the Class 2A championship.
Avon Park down there on Highway 27, right in the middle of South Central Florida. Sebring, Avon Park, Lake Placid, Wauchula, Arcadia, Avon Park state champion. Wauchula about 20 miles away. Of course, Williston, a suburb of Gainesville.
Yeah, about 60 miles or so from where we are right now in Live Oak. Lindsay slips down behind the line of scrimmage. And he slips down at about the, it's like the 5-yard line, just went down.
He's played very well tonight, though. That young man's going to have a big year next year for the Hardee Wildcats. You can tell he's got a lot of poise, a lot of athletic ability. He's done an impressive job, and right there his feet just slipped out from under.
Well, they've got a lot of underclassmen besides Lindsay. Lee Thomas is a sophomore, and looking at some of the people up front, Brian is a junior, and Carlton is a junior.
Yeah, Lee Thomas has played very well tonight, number 44, and as you mentioned, just a sophomore.
Koch is just a junior, so they've got some folks coming back. They're going with a shotgun, and there are flags on the field. It looks like it's going to be called for delay, which will set them back further. They're at the 5-yard line as it is. 6 minutes to play in the football game. 38-9 to score.
Oh, offsides defense.
We call that too quick.
Well, in high school football...
That's why I'm up here, not as a referee.
In high school football, if you jump into that neutral zone, it's an automatic penalty, and even if you don't touch someone.
Let's listen to the call.
We have a dead ball foul, encroachment, defense, 5 yards.
Jesse Cheers was almost in the backfield of the Wildcats, but then he backed up. But it doesn't matter if you don't touch anyone. It doesn't matter if you get back in time. Get in that neutral zone. It's your penalty.
3rd down and 16 yards to go for the Wauchula Wildcats.
Hardee
As Lindsay throws out in the flat, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was McWhorter, and Eric Smith was the man who made the tackle, but there's a flag, and it could be for roughing the passer. We'll see, because Lindsay was down. Now he's up and walking around, but let's see what the flag was for.
That was supposed to be a flea flicker. McWhorter was going to lateral the ball to Thomas if he could come up with the catch. Let's see if we see Richard Lindsay get hit. See if we see the late hit that Suwannee was flagged for. This is a flea flicker. McWhorter's going to try and pitch the ball. Right there, see? And you see the hit in the background there.
There it is. Well, let's pick up the ref.
We have a personal foul. Roughing the passer, 15 yards, automatic first down.
So that gives Wauchula the football at the 25-yard line with 5:45 to play. And a first down. As Richard Lindsay calls the play, he's gone all the way at the quarterback spot tonight for the Hardee County Wauchula Wildcats. I formation, and at the top of the I it would be McWhorter. Myrick is the up back, and the give goes to McWhorter. And McWhorter to the, call it the 28-yard line before Marcus Jones puts the collar on him.
I bet McWhorter's got over 100 yards rushing tonight.
He's had a fine night.
They just really couldn't put anything together in the second half, and Suwannee had that big second quarter, and that was all she wrote, really.
That tended to be the difference. 1st and 10, just short of the 30-yard line, as Lindsay is under a lot of pressure, brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. Robertson making the hit.
He and Shears have just done a brilliant job on defense. Well, actually, you can't single them out probably any more than the other guys, but they probably made more tackles. But every guy on that defense for Live Oak has played so well tonight.
And as we point out, a lot of these guys going both ways. Some of them go both ways and kick and do other things.
Yeah, Robertson caught a pass tonight.
That's right.
The lineman.
His first.
He said, I should have scored, doggone.
And the off goes to McWhorter, and McWhorter gets stuck by Shears.
Shears again. He is impressive.
No question about that. You look at the kind of ability that he has, and he's the type of guy that just makes things happen on the field. He's always where the ball is, or within that vicinity.
He hits hard when he gets to him.
Yep. 4th down and 9. A little over 4 minutes now to play. It'll be under 4 when Jason Clark gets the punt away.
He must have punted, 7 or 8 times tonight, probably.
Gets his foot into that one. Lott will take it at the 46-yard line. And Lott under some pressure, but turns upfield. The sidewalk being laid down. He's at the 30, he's at the 25, the 20, he's at the 10, the 5, and in the end zone. Lott What about that? What a run on the punt return by young Mr. Lott. A tremendous return. Ralph Lott, a 160-pound sophomore.
Oh my goodness, they're excited about him for the next 2 years. Losing Fryer, but keeping Lott. Not too bad, huh?
Not bad at all. So now they go for the extra point. 31-yard punt and a 55-yard return for a score.
Suwannee does such an excellent job setting up that wall, that picket fence that Fryer and Lott have gotten behind on occasion. And right there, Lott all the way into the end zone.
44-9 is the score. Robertson will attempt the extra point. We could have a delay of game call because he had to get the shoe on.
We have a dead ball foul. Delay of the game on the offense, on the kicking team.
Well, it doesn't matter at this point in time with that 44-9 lead. And the kick is going to come from the 15-yard line.
Iceman!
Robertson will be the man who will attempt the extra point. Osteen is the holder, waiting for the snap. And he boots it, and it is no good, a little wide. And so the score remains Suwannee Live Oak 44 and Wauchula 9. Let's take a look at this punt return from ground level.
Well, Jason Clark again really booms the ball down the field, out-kicking his coverage, and Ralph Lott has time to get over and look for that picket fence as we see Fryer trying to help him out. Now Fryer's going to make a block right here on number 32, Myrick, allowing Lott to get outside. Now look at all these guys in green lined up along the sideline. Boom, you see orange jerseys hitting the ground. Boom. And then with that speed, he's going to cut back right here. One final block, and he's in for the big 6. Just a beautiful job by the Bulldogs.
Let's take a look at some of the scores as we wait for the kickoff. Class 1A championship won by Graceville as they beat Glades Day 14-0. It's in the fourth quarter, 14-0 right now. And here's the kick. McWhorter at the 15. He's at the 20, and there are whistles all over the field. They say he was down.
Once the knee goes down, that's it.
Let's take a look at some of the other scores. Class 4A semifinal, third quarter, Bradenton Southeast, 33, Pompano Beach, Blanche Ely, nothing.
That's West Coast against East Coast.
Yep, 35-0, Niceville leading Titusville in the third quarter. In 4A, in the third quarter, Pensacola Pine Forest 20, Stuart Martin County nothing in Class 5A. And in the fourth quarter, Sarasota Riverview leads Miami Edison 38-24 in Class 5A.
A lot of offense in that game.
McWhorter takes the pitch, turns upfield, and crosses the 25-yard line to the 26, 27-yard line before Eric Smith brings him down. A little over 3 minutes to play.
Didn't we talk about Pensacola Pinehurst earlier this evening, maybe being ranked in the top 10 in the nation by USA Today?
I think number 1.
Really?
Nation, number 1 or number 2 in the nation by USA Today. And
That means you had a pretty good program, doesn't it?
yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
We might get a chance to see them play next week.
Well, we got a timeout here on the field. 3:16 to play in the game, and the score 44-9. Take a look at Mike Pittman. So he's got to be happy with the way things have turned out, obviously, and he and his staff have done a great job, and the people in this town will long remember that. And here's Bob Martin. He doesn't have to hang his head about anything. He's got an excellent program, and to get to the state championship game in his state is quite an accomplishment. Here are the seniors that are coming out of the game, and the reserves will finish up the game now for Suwannee Live Oak. The seniors are coming out.
Mass substitutions with 3:16 left in this ball game, and those starters get a standing ovation from the faithful here.
For exclusive coverage of the National Hockey League, stay tuned to Sports Channel Florida this fall, coming up Wednesday, December 14th, At 7:30 p.m., the LA Kings travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Penguins. So join us for the excitement of the National Hockey League, only on Sports Channel. Standard equipment for the Florida sports fan. On 1st and 10, the pitch is going to go to McWhorter, and McWhorter rips upfield across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And we have had a change at quarterback for Wauchula as Kevin Fitro has gone into the football game.
Fitro, a senior, number 12, as we take a peek at him right there.
Carey was up to the 36-yard line, making it 2nd down 2 coming back.
Again, Richard Lindsay, the starter for the Wildcats, who's played a fine ball game tonight, will be back for the Wildcats next year.
Fitro waits on the snap, and the give-off goes to the fullback, and he gets the 1st down as he goes to the 49-yard line. And that was Mike Thomas carrying the football, brought down by John Bell.
Look at those stats. We talked about McWhorter having an excellent ball game, over 100 yards.
22 for 113. We'd just like to say thanks to the athletic directors, Coach Capusto at Wauchula and Coach Cato here at Suwannee for all their help this week and helping us prepare for this telecast. 1st and 10 is the situation. The pitch is going to go to McWhorter, and McWhorter's across the 40-yard line. He's at the 35, the 25, and dragged out of bounds along the far sideline at the 27-yard line by DePass, number 41. Let's look at it again.
Well, McWhorter has that slashing ability, and when he cuts back, he's got all jets on afterburner. And here right now, watch him make that cut. Now he's going to make another cut. Boom. He can cut literally on a dime, as they say.
Yeah, and give you about 8 cents change, too.
Let's see. What does he weigh? He only weighs 140 pounds.
1st and 10 is the situation now.
140 tough pounds.
The fullback again, straight up the middle, number 45, Mark Parker, and brought down by Jay Myesmith. Parker averaged 11 yards per carry prior to a broken leg in the 2nd game, so he's getting a shot and showing what he can do here. 2nd and 4 is the situation.
That's tough for a senior, isn't it, to break your leg during your senior year in high school?
At about the 17-yard line. McWhorter cuts upfield and gets inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. And R.J. Williams makes the hit.
Again, that slashing ability McWhorter showing out there.
So they're inside the 15-yard line at the 13. A minute 15 to play in the game. Completely in hand for Suwannee Live Oak, leading 44-9 over Wauchula Hardee.
Defending their state championship in Class 3A.
Fitro waits for the snap. The pitch goes to McWhorter. He cuts it upfield, and he's going to be close to a touchdown, but no cigar yet. Right in there at the 2-yard line with 49 seconds to go. Anthony Owens make the tackle. This crowd is all pumped up.
They just poured the water cooler on Coach Pittman, I think. A little Gatorade down the neck on a cold evening. Wauchula,
1st and goal.
Excellent drive here, though, for them.
McWhorter gets the call. It's a fumble.
McWhorter
waiting till the umpire.
fumbling in the end zone, I think.
See what the call is going to be. It is a touchdown for Wauchula. So they recover the fumble in the end zone for the score. So the Cats are on the board again, and it's 44-15. Now, see if they're going to try to kick the extra point or go for 2. .29 seconds to play. They're going to go for the extra point. Paul Samuels is the place kicker. And Fitro is the holder. There's the snap. Samuels boots it, and it is no good. And so the score remains 44-15. You know, one thing we haven't pointed out about the young man is such a fine athlete for Suwannee County High School, who is their kicker, Barry Robertson. He's a straight-on kicker. You don't see that very much anymore. Well,
Soccer is such a dominant sport in our country with the young kids these days. So all these kids growing up out of soccer programs dominate the. I bet they don't play soccer here in Live Oak. But if they do, they don't have a. They have a lot more kids playing football.
I would think so. Well, now Wauchula going to kick off with a score of 44-15. 29 seconds left. These fans have begun to make their celebration already. And there is the green and white Bulldog flag.
A lot of green in this city, in this county. Beautiful stadium, too. Really nice facility.
It is a terrific facility. Jim is going to kick off.
And they pack it. They say they pack it every Friday night. Over 10,000 a night, and I bet they have 8,000 on a normal scheduled ball game.
They're SRO all the time. There's the kick, and it's taken down at the 45-yard line. And that was Bobby Hart who caught the football. Fell on it right at the 45, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for Suwannee Live Oak. As they call a timeout. Okay. A timeout on the field as we have very little time left in the football game. And Palmer has gone in at the quarterback position. They split receivers left and right. And Palmer will wait for the snap. He pitches to Travis Baker, and Baker turns upfield and it gets to the 45-yard line before. Here's the guy who got hurt earlier against Santa Fe with a back injury. First and 10 is the situation. 16 seconds to play.
Now, Mike Pittman has a lot to be proud of. His program here, 2 years in succession, winning the state of Florida Class 3A state championship. Just a tremendous accomplishment. There'll be a party in Live Oak tonight.
Hey, no question about that. Palmer's give goes to the fullback, and he really rips it, and that would be Eric Smith getting an opportunity to play that position. Gets to the 32-yard line as we have 8 seconds left to play. 44-15 is the score.
Stop the clock to move the chains, and after that, the clock will tick off.
The Suwannee Bulldogs, state champions, as we see Coach Pittman being pelted with confetti after having been doused.
He's a big guy. Those guys say, Coach, we don't think we can get you up. We'd love to carry you over there, but we don't know if we can get you up.
They're going to give him a ride off the field in a golf cart. He's so big.
Well, 2 fine coaches, Mike Pittman, Bob Martin, the best representing the best of high school football. Their teams represented themselves well. They represented their schools, their cities. To be in the state championship, great accomplishment. And this guy's won 2 state championships in a row.
Well, we'll be back with a final word after we take time out for these messages. Well, there it is. is this is something that this town is very proud of. The fact that they have won the state high school 3A championship. Suwannee County High School in Live Oak, a winner over Wachula Hardee, 44-15. For Wachula Hardee, it's back to the heartland, and the pride that they have reached the state championship game with a small team of underachievers. And you know, with the enthusiasm that's there, that you can look forward for them being back in the future.
Well,
and as you point out, such talent on the field.
Well, and the coaching is excellent. Bob Martin, I know for a fact that he's an excellent coach, and man, and Mike Pittman is loved and respected in this community. 2 state championships. What a thrill it was tonight to see Matt Fryer play, though. We're going to see that young fellow on some college campus the next 4 or 5 years, thrilling tens of thousands of fans. Bobby Bowden, of course, making an appearance here tonight. Fryer heavily recruited, and he wants to go someplace where they put the ball in the air. We mentioned he set state and national records receiving the football. He's as good as they get in high school football, regardless of the classification in the state of Florida. So it was a real treat for us to watch that young man play.
It was very enjoyable, and he has an excellent quarterback. Wachula has some real prospects on the field. I'll tell you the guy that impressed me, and that is Jason Clark, the punter. I think, other than one shank, he got off some terrific punts. They've got a fine quarterback, and McWhirter's an excellent little running back. Their guys up front, they fight hard. They just really don't have enough big troops.
Yeah, they were outmanned. Live Oak, Suwannee High School, a little bit more size, and that really paid off for them as the game progressed. And what a dynamic offense Suwannee has.
There you see the great scene as the folks here in Live Oak are at the middle of the field. And be sure and join us next Friday night for Florida High School Championship football. Stay with Sports Channel throughout next week for details and matchups of this exciting event. The executive producer for tonight's game has been Jeff Geffner. Coordinating producer Brad Hurd. Produced and directed by Phil Walton. Remote facilities provided by WCJB TV. I'm Jim Gallagher saying goodnight for Jim Yarbrough. Once again, the final score is Suwannee 44, Hardee 15. The proceeding has been an exclusive Sports Channel.